the key pedagogical devices that we employ at the University of Compassion, the one thing which stands out very primarily is the backdrop of Sadhana Forest itself. The entire environment is, as they say, it's about engineering compassion, and everything that we do at Sadhana Forest is about compassion in action. And one of the more recent participants who had come through was very enthusiastic. He'd come specifically for the University of Compassion, was there at all of the sharing and learning circles, and every week he would say, I don't know what I'm learning, but I'm learning all of these things about my own understanding of compassion, da 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 da. And of course, he believed that he had to hold on to a specific idea, like a specific project that he would have to present, like building like an eco-friendly house or an eco-friendly washing machine. But as time grew on, and at first I was a little perplexed as well, I was like, oh boy, what do we do here? But then as time went on, it suddenly became more apparent to me, but not so much to him. And finally, towards the end of the week, which was the end of the course, which is a 4-week course that we have, he, like literally on the last day, he said, wow, I never realized that this entire time I was just spending understanding my own, expanding my own understanding of compassion and expanding that circle to, well, the wider meaning of the word. So it had affected him in terms of his own diet, it had affected him in terms of his own interactions with people, from just being in a morally absolute scale of good, evil, to something which is more fundamentally flexible. And that was something which was really beautiful, not only to witness, but also for him to witness him be self-aware of that. And yeah, the background of Sadhana Forest is, of course, a place where everything that we do is directed towards outwardly action. So it's action towards the planet, action towards animals, action towards each other. But it is also fundamentally a place where we have a very strong core in natural learning. And that is another one of the things that we believe is very crucial to the University of Compassion. It is that it is entirely self-directed or learner-directed learning. So people there invariably get, you heard the video, they get to choose whatever they wish to. It's an open syllabus. People choose what they wish to. And at times, people may think, oh, well, this is not going to be motivational at all, because if someone's not there with at the back with a whip going, shh, come on, study, what am I going to really learn? But allowing people the freedom to see for themselves what they would like to learn, and then motivate themselves week upon week to show up and then share how they progressed or how they didn't progress because something got in the way or something came up. That is also something that is very crucial to our process, because we allow for people, we just facilitate their learning. We, as members of the long-term team at Sadhana Forest, who are there to facilitate all of these courses, are only there to help them, well, we're just there to bounce ideas off of, as are the other participants. And the other participants, in turn, are very crucial for each other in their learning process, because you can bounce ideas off of each other, you can share ideas. And one of our participants, Michelle, had come up with an idea to do the 36 questions to fall in love, but had altered it to 36 questions to know your community better, just to make it a little more PG-13. And that had come about through her interaction with all of the other members. And it's providing people with a sounding board, really, just an idea, a place where you can bounce ideas off of. That goes a tremendously long way in terms of people experiencing and furthering their own learning. And lastly, the thing that is, I would say instrumental, because I've already used the word crucial 2 times and I don't want to repeat myself. One of the more instrumental things that we have at Sadhana Forest University of Compassion is where we appreciate learning to be a dynamic process. Learning is not something that you can do in like 4 weeks and say, all right, now I've mastered astrophysics, let's move on to the next thing. Because learning is far more flexible. It's something that you start and you never really stop learning. And that's one of the things which is core at the whole unschooling philosophy, which we apply to the children who grow up in the community, is that learning can happen at any time, and learning happens at all the times, all through your life. So some people may start out thinking, I'm going to learn about, say, veganism during the period of pregnancy, or I'm going to learn about unschooling. But then as the week goes on, you start to interact with people who conduct workshops, who do things about, say, nonviolent communication, and then all of a sudden your mind is more intrigued by something which is far different from what you had started out with, but it is still nonetheless motivated to follow through. So allowing for people to see that learning is a dynamic process which doesn't have a start-stop button and is not fixed by a certain curriculum and allows people the freedom, it's one of the most wonderful things to watch and witness, and that is one of the things which really drives us to keep doing this project. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We do have more frequent processes. It's not just twice a year. We will be having one more starting up on the 1st of March. So if you guys are more interested, you can always hit us up for more information. So, in conclusion, 42. Thank you, everyone. Good evening.